purpose of this video is to introduce the option to sign logs in the new beta version of the Saucon driver log portal. This portal is not yet ready for release to everyone for all purposes. However, it does provide a useful tool in being able to sign your previous 180 days worth of logs for any day that does not have a driver approved comment on it, unlike the current system, which only presents you with the ability to select and sign off on off-duty day logs. So if you click on the link in the email, it'll bring you to this home page. To sign in, you enter the exact same information that you had previously for the driver log webpage, which is your driver ID, the DOT number of 337, and then your individual password. Signing in will bring you to this home page. We are obviously interested in the driver log app of this home page. You can see here the new display for the driver log website is very similar to the display used on the touch screens in the new vehicles. They make use of the same hours of service clocks and the same symbols for you to be able to navigate around, so it's very easy to be able to move between the vehicle and the online portal to accomplish the same things. For today's purposes, we're interested in the sign log option, which is the bottom right of the screen. Selecting that will bring you to this display. What's new here is that, as I said, it presents you both your previous 8 days worth of logs to sign off, as well as all logs going back for the 180 days that were required to be maintained on record. These logs are not only off-duty day logs, but also logs that you didn't previously sign from the vehicle on days that you drove. Most common, these are days where you drove in the evening and through midnight, and when you signed your log the next morning, you were signing for that day, but you weren't able to sign for the previous day. Now all of those logs show up here as being unsigned, and it's as simple as selecting the check mark next to each of them in order to sign them. Or, even easier, if you know that all of these are correct in the way you want them, you can choose the Select All option, and you see it puts a check mark next to all of them at once for your previous 8 days, as well as all those logs older than 8 days in the bottom half of the screen. So choosing Select All will provide you a check mark next to each of these. Once everything is checked as you want it to be, you come back up to the top and you choose the Sign Selected option. Doing that brings you to this acknowledgement message, like you have seen before, where you need to choose that you agree that everything that you are signing is true and correct. Doing that will then add that driver approved comment to each of these days' logs that serves as your signature. To exit this portal, you simply need to go to the menu option in the top left, select Home, which brings you back to this home screen, and then on the home screen here you can see in the bottom right corner you have the Log Off option. Selecting Log Off takes you out of the system and brings back the login page.